Hey Leos, welcome to Vivid Vibration. My name is Christina. Thank you so much for joining me today. We have the Destroyer, the Castle, the Healer and Gnosis, and the Lover. Leos, I feel like there's just been this energy of stagnation, right? The Castle is the idea of like destination stagnation, and you get somewhere and you're like, this is not where I wanted to be. you know and I feel like that's just been the vibe. But then you have the Destroyer, and I feel like this is just kind of the idea of like you are seeking, the destruction of that confinement. That, I mean, I feel like Leos, we're fixed signs, so we're very, like consistent, I guess I would say, like in life, but also like we require a high level of independence. Like you don't cage a lion. I mean, you do if you're cruel, but like I feel like that the idea here is that you're getting out of this like confining situation that you found yourself in. And I kind of want to say like hindsight's 2020. When you get out of this situation, you can really have like a better understanding of like how it all went down. And then I want to just say like reviewing and bringing healing to things that I kind of want to say, like, when we're upset in life, when things are going wrong, when, like it's almost like the casualties of war. That's kind of what I want to say. And I feel like there's an idea here, Leos, of you going in, breaking out of this like confining situation and bringing healing to the casualties of whatever war it is that you've just, like undergone or endured or been a part of or whatever. Okay. Queen of Swords. The Five of Swords, the Ace of Swords, the Eight of Pentacles, and the Queen of Swords. Yeah. And this can play out, Leos, like in so many different ways. This could be, work environment. This could be, relationships, friendships, like pick your poison. But I feel like whatever this place that you found yourself in felt just as confining, or, just felt like it, like it wasn't going to be an easy thing to do. It was like, I feel like there's just this idea of feeling like there's no, like I can't win for losing, right? And I want to say just feeling like everywhere you were turning, or every experience that you were experiencing was something that was, I want to say, just like came with an undercurrent of manipulation, right? It wasn't direct, it wasn't clear, it wasn't, it was just kind of like this idea of like feeling like when you don't know which way you're supposed to step, you feel like you've been set up to like step on a landmine, right? And I want to say there's an idea here of like the truth like being revealed. I mean, the Queen of Swords is no bullshit, right? Like she just tells it like it is. And the Ace of Swords is this idea of like a new idea, a new revelation. And so I feel like whatever this truth is, I want to say it's like this sounds really cheesy, but like the truth will set you free, right? Like, like there's this truth that's being presented, or you presented a truth, or, like take it how it resonates. You can be on either side of the story. But, I feel like this truth just really like releases you from this confinement and brings healing to a situation that otherwise felt very, like kind of like a manipulative game to see if you'll step on the landmines that have been planted everywhere. Not cool, but okay. Leos, what else can we get for you? Page of Wands, Eight of Cups, Ten of Swords, and Three of Swords. Yeah, I mean, I feel like you're letting go of like holding on to an idea. You're breaking out of this mentality that was really just like, I want to say, like holding you captive and keeping you stuck. Because I feel like there's just this idea of like you can only feel like you're missing out for so long, right? And then the Eight of Cups, or the Eight of Cups, and this deck is just that idea of like feeling like, you know, he's missing out on everything. You know. And the Page of Wands is this idea of like setting forth on a new journey. You know, really it feels like there's just this release, and then this propelling forward. Five of Wands and Five of Cups. Yeah, just feeling like there's no winning in any of these situations, and you know, like everywhere you look, you just see lack. And it's like, sometimes I feel like, I don't know, just like for me, I feel like when you look at the world through other people's eyes, sometimes I think it's the most disappointing feeling in the world, because we do live in a society that really perpetuates a lack mentality, and it's almost as though people come up with reasons to be unhappy. And I feel like Leos, we just don't like, that's not our vibe. Sorry. It's a big old RV. But okay, then the Two of Wands and the Eight of Pentacles. I mean, this is just the idea of like moving in new directions, heading to you know, different shores. You know, and the Eight of Pentacles is the idea of just like focusing on, you know, like the work at hand. And the Nine of Pentacles is the idea of wish fulfillment. And so I really do kind of feel like there's just this I feel like it's like that pull and release. Okay, let's do one last card for Leos and we'll call it a wreath. The Heart. I love that. For some of my Leos, you guys could be getting into relationships. You know, and just, I feel like there's just there's a very solid idea here of healing. You know, like healing this hurt, healing this feeling, you know, set up, left out. You know, just kind of like, you can't win either way, so like why even bother? And then just like breaking out of any of like the confinement that you found yourself like adhering to just mentally, because you know, like we pick up on that energy, and if you're surrounded in an energy that's like, this is the only way you can do things, then you feel like that's the only way you can do things, until you're like, wait a second, no. You know, and then I think when you stand in your truth and you really allow yourself the opportunity to like move in that truth, then that's when you're going to be able to really, you know, like experience that healing. Love. All right, Leos, thanks for hanging out with me, and I will see y'all again soon. Bye.